Okay, Jonathan, I'm out of here at 24A and B Paseo de Aguila, which is out in the northwest side of town. It's a good omen because there's a big thunderhead building up right over there. We haven't seen rain in like 4 months, so I take it as a sign. This is paved road access all the way to the lot, and if you look at that very first picture that I sent of the second listing with them combined, it shows how these two lots are separated. So I'm standing at the entrance of what's a driveway, sort of, which is access to the lot that is bordering the road itself. So down past my car along the road that way is the boundary, the south boundary line of the first lot. And then the second lot looks like you might have to access it from a little bit further up the road there, maybe like right near around the top of that crest, but it can't be that far because there's another house right there too. But you know, the first thing that strikes me are the views are incredible. You're a little bit outside of town here. A lot of these houses you can see are kind of down in the valley portions, and they're not going to have the views that this place has. That's probably going to be explaining what the price premium is on this, because I believe this lot is going to end up right up at the very top of that knoll right up there. So all the utilities are here. Gas is in the street if you want it, and I think it's on a shared well. I can see the wellhead right up here already. Fantastic Jemez views. There's one neighbor right there. There's another neighbor right there. There's a few dead and down trees. These are all piñons that died in the first bark beetle go around. So just looking around, it's primarily juniper. Really don't see any piñons left at all. So vegetation wise, it's kind of low scrub sort of stuff. Okay, so I just passed electric meter. Here's the wellhead. That's probably all the pump and the equipment in there. It says it's shared, so one of these neighbors nearby must also be on this well. I'm guessing it's probably the one to the north, but it could be that one to the south too. So now if I'm going a little bit further up on this road, more towards the east, we're on this larger parcel, the 5-acre lot. So if you were just gonna go with the 5-acre lot, you'd probably have to do some other access coming through there, which isn't the end of the world, but you wouldn't necessarily be able to use that unless you bought both lots, put an easement on that one, then you could turn around and sell that other lot if you didn't want to keep the full 7 acres. Whoa. So a couple more houses right over here, so you're gonna have a few neighbors. And this is probably gonna be roughly where the building pad would be, because there's another real estate sign right there. Looks like some cars have driven up here a couple times. It might even go a little further along this ridge, but this would be a pretty good spot. So that's your closest neighbor that way. If I go around this juniper here, you have insane Jemez views. So that's looking straight across to Los Alamos. And then coming around to the west, you still got views. It's really a 360 views from up here. And then Ortiz Mountains over there to the right. And then you can barely see it because there's a lot of clouds and some smoke from the fire down in the Gila wilderness. That's Sandia Crest right there towards Albuquerque. And then spinning back around, Those are all the Sangre de Cristo, Sun Mountain, Moon Mountain, Atalaya Mountain. And then coming a little bit further over, fantastic views of the ski basin and Baldi and the rest of the Sangre de Cristos. So it's definitely a nice spot, and I understand now why they're asking $725 for all 7 acres. That's $95,000 an acre, but with all the utilities, so that's another important chunk. Depending on where the lot line is, you could even take this thing back further this way. There is one house right there. Something like this would get you a little further away from those 2 houses right there, which are pretty close to each other, oddly. And then that green one up through there would be your other one, your other neighbor. That might be getting close to being like on their property. There's a little walking trail here, but yeah, that's probably their property. So the property line's maybe around here somewhere. It could be a little bit further back though, I'm not exactly sure. And you're probably, so I'll take another video driving out to give you a sense of what's else in the neighborhood here, but you come out to La Tierra Road, which is out off 599 to the northwest side of town. So you might be 15 minutes to downtown from here, maybe a tad more, which isn't too bad. So you're close enough in so you can still enjoy Santa Fe, but far enough out that you've got some elbow room. Yeah, that's pretty spectacular. I think the hardest thing would be deciding which way you wanted to orient the house. Really lots of options. Could be further down over on this side, which would get you away from the houses behind me, because this is a little bit more sparsely populated over there. Yes, come on, rain. We need this rain so bad. There's no traffic out here either, by the way. This road is a dead-end road. I think there's only like 1 or 2 more houses past where I parked. You would need to put in a septic. It's not a huge deal. Whoa. Do you see that? All right, so I'm almost back to the road. I'll do another quick video driving out, and I'm gonna head over to the other one, which is off Tano Road. It's a little slightly different area of town. But it's still on the northwest side. It's about 15 minutes from here to get there. It's one of those weird things, you can't get there from here. All right, getting back in my car before I get electrocuted.